Hey everybody, I know you all recognize this knife, and today I'm going to do something I haven't done with this knife yet, even though I have a couple of them. And what I want to do is do some testing on it and just see how it holds up against different things and what it could be used for. I think it's getting some bad raps about being too heavy, but if you're carrying this knife, you want to do something with it. And so I'm going to show you some different things, what it can do and what we can do with it. So what I'm going to do first, let's take the Smoky Mountain Knife Works and see what we can do with a page from it. Alright, let's see how sharp this thing is right from the start. This is at 20 CV, so let's see what we can get going here. So this one's really sharp. I bought this as a kind of a second-hand user. I'm saying a lie, I apologize. I'm trying to think what I'm gonna do here. So I bought this as a second-hand user. This is the first run though, but I got a good deal on it. So I decided, why not see how well this thing holds up to different tasks. So I just happen to have one of these left. Why don't we see if we can't do a little shaving with it and see what kind of, ooh, hold on a second. Let's do this differently. Why don't we shave this into a cast iron pan? That way we can start a fire, should we decide to, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna want to here. So we're gonna get some shavings going here. Oh, that's gonna hurt the blade. All right, so let's get off of there, do the shaving. How's that sound? That way we don't chip our blade. Meanwhile, I'm passing flammable wood chips all around my house, which should end up well for everybody involved. Sleeping Beauty, the musical. Looks. So that wasn't a problem. Ooh, let's use this to start our fire, shall we? Let's put this on top of our paper and see what we can do. This might turn out terribly. This is worst television ever. That's okay. I guess if you had paper, you wouldn't need fire chips. Well, we'll see what starts first. I'm terrible at this. Let's check it out. Okay, I'm back with a fire starter. Let's see what we can do here, shall we? All right. Well, we got our chips, we got our paper, and we got an excellent fire starter. This thing's really good. This Bear Grylls fire starter sends off a lot of sparks. Just not very good at probably what I'm supposed to be doing. Alright, I'm terrible at this. Okay, so anyways, now I'm getting high from the smoke. Alright, if you go to the island with me, you're going to die because I can't start a fire with this thing at all. So, let's see what it can do against some cardboard. Alright, I've got a couple boxes here I'm going to run through, see if we can't. And I'm not really trying to test the steel on this as much as I'm trying to just see how it feels as a working blade, going, you know, holding it and going through stuff. I'll tell you what, the handle on this is awesome. You can say what you want, but if you had this at work, and this was your job, this feels great. This feels great in hand, working against that cardboard, and just putting any kind of pressure. You don't feel any hot spots on this thing. So this is a great kind of work knife. I know it's going to scare the heck out of all your coworkers when you pull out this monster, but as a knife, a hard use type knife, this is definitely something that's not going to get you tired. I mean, look at that, just push cut right through this garbage. And my hand is not getting tired like it would. Let's say a knife is a little bit skinnier and you have to really grip down on it to get into any kind of use on it. I mean, even like a, hold on a second. Let's go with the American Lawman. I mean, this is a great knife, great steel, but even with that, ooh, that's a good slicer. But even with that, you can feel where you have to get a little bit more grip on it. Oh, that's a good cutter. Look at that thing. Oh, it's turning into an American Lawman day. So, this thing is not going to make your hand real tired. And it doesn't slice like that American Lawman, though, does it? Alright, so here we go. Get a couple more cuts on here. Let's just see what's going on. Not a great slicer knife, but a good user if you have to use something that you're not going to make your hand tired. And it will do the job. And that 20 CV is just going to keep going and going and going and going and going. I don't know how many we got here. But hand's not tired whatsoever. Let's go back to the Lawman just for a second. Watch this. Oh! If you don't have one of these, you're doing something wrong. Look at that. Oh, the Lawman. That's a great knife. Alright. So, in your hand, the Formax feels good. It's big, but because of its size and the way they made it and just the grip on it, it doesn't get tiring. You're not going to sit there and find a lot of hot spots on this knife. It is definitely a user. Let me get that going here. There we go. Alright, so there's a pile of cardboard to demonstrate the ease of use with this Formax. Now, just as a quick aside, I don't know how many reps we did there. Let's just see what holds up that 20 CV. Let's see how good it is. Look at that. Not even a problem. Nothing. 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 Ow. No blade play. Just about did it. Nothing. Of course, no blade play. Nothing like that. Alright. So, what shall we do with it now? We're going to do a little chopping with it? Let's do it. Okay, so this is going to be kind of rough. I'm going to have to hold my camera and do my chopping with the same hand, or with one hand. Alright, so let's see if I can do this. It's going to be kind of rough, huh? But my point is, on this, look, you can grab down here, get your chopping in. This is really good grip for this. You can grab up here if you want to get a little intricate chopping and whittling and stabbing and whatnot in this thing. Let's see what we can do here. This is a good knife. I mean, I'm hitting this thing as hard as I hit any fixed blade or anything else. So, a lot of momentum going into this. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so we got some good chopping in. We got a little fire sticking in there. Let's see how the blade's held up. Get us a coupon out here. Check it out. Look, no blade play at all, nothing. Now, I'm not trying to offend any of the fixed blade folks. This is obviously not a fixed blade, but you can go see the tests they did on this, and it's pretty amazing. No damage at all to this blade. That steel is amazing. The handle's amazing. The way it feels is great. And it's the first time I had the nerve to do any kind of testing on this, because it is my favorite production knife. But I figured I would show you guys. it doesn't get old in your hand. It doesn't feel bad in your hand. So I know a lot of you guys have smaller hands, but I just don't see it being a problem. In fact, with a smaller hand, you might get a better grip, just because, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's not oversized, so you can't get a good grip, but it's like the perfect size where you get the perfect grip. It'd be like, I don't know, having a knife that's the Sharpie size. You couldn't really get a good grip on it. And sometimes the smaller knives, I find, now I'm not saying this is one, but just, it's harder to get a great grip on this PM2 than it is on here. I feel like I can pull more weight with the grip I have on here, just because I can be more forceful with it. And in that situation, you don't have to put as much force to get your work done. Now, this is a great knife. I've been playing with this thing a lot, so I'm not trashing anything. I just wanted y'all to see that the 4MAX is a good knife. It's a great knife. It's an awesome knife. And for the money you're put into it, especially now that they're going down in price, you can get them in the Italian version of these, not cheap, but compared to what these were costing, you know, 2/3 as much as they were costing about. So this is just another commercial for the 4MAX. I know, well, I love it, and I wanted to see how it would hold up with you guys, and I think it held up pretty good. I don't see anything else I could test it on. Anything else y'all can think of? Let me think for a second. Okay, now we're gonna test this thing on cutting meat. Pretend we didn't get this at the store. Instead, this is wild chunks of wildebeest we dug out of a bear cave, and we gotta cut this up to make wildebeest chili. This thing goes right through it, slicing right through the wildebeest. Check that out. Oh wow, man, this thing's awesome. So we chopped through the chopping board, cut up the boxes. What else do we do with it? Did a little feather sticking. It's not my fault that I'm terrible. Well, it is my fault, but it's not the knife's fault that I'm terrible at starting fires. It would have started a fire if, let's say, Bear Grylls were here, or Grizzly Adams, or anybody else with a bear-based nickname that's good at starting fires. Let's see, Polar Bear Johnston. Is that some? No, it's just me making up stuff now. I'll think of one. Bear, Black Beauty. Black Beauty, that's a bear. Black is a, no. Alright, so you can see here, this is going through this meat just like nothing. You have this out in the woods with you. You've already chopped down a tree with it. You already chopped down some wood or firewood or whatever. This thing's going to keep that edge at 20 CV. It's awesome. So it's going to keep cutting for you. Going to make some dinner for you. It's pretty cool, guys. And ladies. Ladies who want the 4MAX. Nothing wrong with that. Humongo knife. Okay, so I'm going to finish this up. But I just wanted to show you one last test before I post this video. Okay, that's all I can really think of. I'm just trying to show you this isn't just a useless, this is a tool that you can use, and if anybody confronts you and says, hey, why do you care? Just tell them this is a tool. I use it for a lot of different things. It's obviously useful in all kinds of situations. It's not the perfect knife as far as EDC, just because of the weight and the size, and there's a lot of people out there that are afraid of larger knives. I'm not talking about the people that watch this channel, but the people that might be your neighbors, especially in the more knife unfriendly communities, and they see something like this and they might turn you into some kind of evil goblin. But definitely a useful knife, something you can take out in the woods with you. Just super strong for a folder, just unbelievably strong, and something you could trust your trip with is right here. Great steel, great knife, great build. And I'm glad I got to test it a little bit finally. I finally built up the nerve. Alright, get over to Facebook, talk about it some more over there, talk about it down here, let me know what you think. Do you have one of these? Did it hurt you to watch me chop with it? It hurt me, but I'm glad I got it done. And I will talk to y'all later.